A progress report. 18th of January, bit of a slow progress after Christmas. Got a major leg infection, so I was in and out of in A&E over a 10-day period. Long story, loads of antibiotics. Better now, sore though. But never mind, all these motorcycle accidents I keep having. So anyway, I don't know where I was last time. So there's the auxiliary tank, crossover tube going into there. I think everything else is pretty standard. I've got a quick release fastener down there so we can take that off, and there's a crossover tube, the other crossover tube. So that's the vent tube and that's the crossover tube. So that's the back end nearly all done. Exhaust brackets, I couldn't make my mind whether to go straight through or not. I thought getting a good finish. I've done it in two halves, and let's see where we go from there. So this is just guessed at the moment because I couldn't be bothered to put the bodywork on. Sort of, this is a hood frame, believe it or not. So that will be just a roof hood, what's called a half hood, if anybody's seen a half hood. And I've just got a sort of not a brilliant bit of fabrication or powder coating, but basically I've got a bracket down here. So it's just held in by the seat fastener, and then just you can see a fork here, and that's how it's held. So it's nice and solid. Anyway, everything I think on the dash, it's all wired, all works. Not the best, smallest of hazard lights, but I wanted round. So trying to get a decent round one. I tried one of those pull-out ones, but that fused and broke in about 2 minutes, so that pissed me off. Anyway, that's the, I don't know whether you've seen that, that's the new Trike cover. So all the wiring's all done. There's a sort of bits and pieces in there. That's the engine loom, obviously coming in, and then you can see we've got the fuses, the bike fuses, ECU, and that just comes off the batteries under there, and there it goes to the battery thing, and I can jump start from there. So here's all the electrics. So that's pretty well. Now I'm just waiting for a relay here for the heater, the screen heater. Basically that'll be mainly in the second part. I'll show you that on the bodywork. So this is the heater element. So this in here is just a heater I got out of a cheap this is from a cheap throwaway 12-volt hairdryer, and these, I've used one of these before. They are very, very good. I think it's design 7 or something. They're about £40. Very strong motor, very good motor, and with that just funnels in. So that will basically come over to the underside of the bodywork. Basically, it's all the windscreen wiper. That basically goes in there. That'll be fixed in there. Basically glue, because that's steel, this is aluminium, and I think we all know joining steel and aluminium is unweldable. And then there's a bit of copper pipe in there. On the other side we've got vents. Those are the eventual finished vents, these things over here. But as I said in the second part, when I've got the body work on, so you'll see those. So these are the little vents. I think they come off a TR6, one of the TR ranges, one of the Trike ranges. So that's good. Anything else? These are just bits and pieces waiting to. Oh, there's the water bottle. So that's the screen wash. Put it there because wouldn't go anywhere else. And there'll be a jack in behind the seat somewhere. Oh, this was the up here. You'll see it in the finish. I've got the bodywork back on. That's a sort of a tool tray that goes between the dash and the bulkhead. So powder coated the tools. So full toolkit there. Hopefully never need it, but it just looked good. Just had nothing better to do it one day. So I think we saw all the bulkhead. Got the coils there. Pretty much standard. So that tool tray sort of fits in this area here. There's the gearbox, and just the bar waiting, that's going to be yellow, just finish off the end. Got some Solex horns, big loud horns, which are quite good. I think that's really about it. Don't think there's much else. Okay, what we can do, it's running. Hopefully everything's fine. We'll see. Ooh. So there you go. Jumps around a lot. So yeah, as you heard, oops, see, back together, that's running. Yeah, that's about it. Okay.